where we can learn more about our kababayans, about our culture. But what about a Filipino-American museum and botanical garden? Meron ba nun? Nako, meron po. In fact, we are going to talk about that today, right about now on the show. Lorna Dumapias is the director and curator at the Filipino-American Museum and Botanical Garden. Hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA.
Thank you for having us here.
Saan tong Filipino-American Museum na ito?
It's in Los Angeles. It's at the heart of historic Filipino town. The address is 301 North Union Avenue in Los Angeles, 90026.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at the Filipino Disciples Christian Church. It's the oldest Filipino-American church in the United States, and we were declared as a historic cultural monument by the city of Los Angeles in 1998. So it's really exciting for us.
Right. So first, it's a church.
Yes.
So saan nagkaroon ng idea na gawin siyang museum?
Kasi last December, nalaman namin na we are the only historic cultural monument in the city of LA. Tapos we learned too that there are some churches in California that are national treasures because they're not only a church, they're also a museum and garden because they were the places where the first pioneers in the state settled in and got help, you know, from. And our church has the same history. It was like a clearinghouse for the new immigrants from the Philippines in the 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Right. I'm sure we can take a look at some pictures if we have those. But yeah, ito yung itsura ng church niyo.
Oh, ito yung church.
Okay. Pero, so may museum, pero at the same time, garden din. Bakit, anong connection ng botanical garden?
Kasi we've also found in our research na yung culture of a people is passed on from one generation to another through food.
Okay.
So by planting about 28 varieties of Filipino vegetables like pechay and malunggay, etc., we're able to teach the young kids how they're planted and how they're cooked and prepared in the Philippines.
Okay. And we have some photos also. This one is where it shows you planting, no?
Yes.
Okay.
These are our museum committee leaders. Hope Ube, who's going to be heading our cultural special events program, and this is Pablo Toralba and his son Jonathan. They prepared part of the premises by uprooting the old plants and planting new ones. I think here they're planting the malunggay as well as some eggplants.
Ano naman ang matututunan ng isang kababayan kung bumisita sila sa inyo sa Filipino-American Museum?
Okay, makita nila yung mga iba-ibang plants. And of course, for the kids, it'll be exciting because each plant has an attribution which shows the medicinal benefits. Kasi like malunggay, for example, it's good for the heart, it's good for diabetes, it's good for a lot of things. A lot of people don't know that. So they get to see these plants, but they also will learn how it's prepared for cooking. But we also will be displaying various artifacts that are made from plants.
Oh, okay.
Like the lady that you saw before this picture was preparing the sugar cane because we also have a historical section that depicts how the early Filipinos came to the United States. Several of them were recruited to work on sugarcane plantations in Hawaii. Then several went to Central California, so we have that section that has grapes and lettuce and
Kamusta naman ang pag-welcome sa inyo ng mga kababayan natin sa LA? You know, some people, they say that because we're so caught up with in the business of living here in the States and also yung we want to establish ourselves here, parang sometimes nakakalimutan na natin na to look back dun sa culture natin. Kamusta naman ang pagtanggap sa inyo sa community sa Los Angeles?
Well, so far, maybe not as well as we would like. But the good news is that the American public is very excited. We're getting a lot of support from government agencies for future projects.
Right. When you say that it's not very well from the Filipino, do you think that's because of lack of knowledge? They don't know that you're there? Or what are some of the problems that you encounter?
Well, I am just guessing, like you had mentioned, that maybe people are busy, and we do need momentum. We do need to further promote the premises, because there's no one else that has something like this.
Exactly, exactly. This is something good that you're starting, and I know that you're having an event on the 27th. What is it about?
Well, it's our 77th year anniversary, and we'll be featuring lunch before our cultural program. The cultural program will depict the history of the early Filipinos through songs and music.
Yeah.
And it's free to the public, so we hope they'll come.
Ang lunch ay free din to the public.
Yes, we're hoping we'll have enough food.
Those are the details. June 27th, and that is going to be at the church in downtown Los Angeles, the heart of historic Filipino town. Do you have a website?
www.fdcc.com.
Ayan. Thank you so much, and more power to you.
Well, thank you for having us here.
All right. Magbabalik pa po ang Kababayan LA. Don't go away.